Professor Pissarides, thank you so much for joining us on CGTN.
It's always a pleasure to be with you.
You are famous about how technology creates and destroys jobs. When it comes to the AI revolution nowadays, are you more concerned or more excited?
It's a strange answer what I'm going to give you, but I'm both excited and concerned. I'm excited because the AI revolution and the new developments taking place in AI can do wonderful things for work. They can increase productivity, they can improve work conditions for workers, they can make it a lot easier for a company to expand. We're already seeing that a little bit, but there is uncertainty about what's coming. But that's only if we get it right. Yes. And especially if the technology people who are developing it are prepared to collaborate with social scientists who know a lot more about what's going on at work. Economists are concerned about productivity a lot more, sociologists, psychologists about the well-being of everyone involved in work, from management all the way to the last worker. AI can improve the conditions for absolutely everybody if it's done right. But if it's done wrong, things could go desperately wrong for most, losing their jobs, the uncertainty.
Some have already, maybe.
So you can say we could be entering a new era where everything is better and everyone is having a much better time in the labor market, and we raise our living standards and our well-being generally. Or we could be entering an era of uncertainties, and AI is capable of doing both. And that's why I'm excited with the prospect that we might get it right. I'm worried that I still don't see signs that we really are getting it right.
That's right. And let's zoom in on China. So alongside this AI revolution, China is also having this green transition as well as the silver economy due to the so-called aging population. Which one do you think is most urgent stress test for China's labor market?
Actually, you've listed three. You left out a fourth, which is what's happening with supply chains and tariffs and globalization working the other way.
We've seen resilience in that sector.
Well, globalization and openness is what gave the initial impetus to China to grow through the 90s, 2000s. And it was absolutely wonderful both for China and the rest of the world. We all benefited from it. Now there is a reversal, and whenever there is a reversal, even if you are resilient, and you are resilient in China, more than some European countries, for example, that we're still trying to get it right, there is still an adjustment cost of some kind, and it involves geopolitics, which is difficult to be certain that things will not get worse. Let me put it that way. Okay, so what that is forcing you to do, forcing all countries involved, all open economies involved, what's forcing them to do is to decide where they're going to trade, where they're going to produce, and where they're going to trade, how they're going to structure their supply chains. That's a challenge. Now, China has what you call the silver challenge. Silver is a nice color for hair, by the way, doesn't it?
Like
run it down. Which is the aging population, so there's a gap in the middle. That is a concern, and it's not a big concern, actually, in my view, because the new technologies could be developed in a way that you don't need so much labor that you did without them. You see, you could develop the new technologies to destroy jobs and create mass unemployment, or you could develop it in a way to work together with people, but not requiring as many people to do it. And you could manage the demographic transition that way. Now, the green one is absolutely essential for the long term, and especially given the direction that the United States is going, where they don't seem to pay much attention.
Right. Well, China just consumed 10 trillion kilowatt hours of energy last year, but
Yeah.
I would like to share with you that every 1 out of 3 kilowatt hours is green electricity, and
Yeah.
China accounts for over half of global investment in renewables last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So China is coping very well with that. The green transition. I don't think the green transition is a challenge. You wouldn't call it a challenge. It's the growth path. It may not give you the maximum number you could get if you use dirty technologies, but if you take into account things other than GDP, in terms of clean environment, the health standards of the population, and so on, I think it's giving you more. So I'm very supportive of that. So there, demographic transition, we could deal with technology. Green transition, absolutely not a challenge. What was your number 3?
AI.
AI. No, AI, I mean, there's no doubt that the two leading
It's
countries
combining
in
with
AI,
a demographic challenge, which
Yeah.
is we don't need that much labor.
Yeah, you don't need AI. I mean, the two leading nations in AI is
What about short term?
United States and China.
There are
China
some
is
structural problems.
Yeah, it is amazing actually how China jumped up in the last 10 to 15 years. I was present in China, in fact, when the government announced around 2012, 13, or maybe 15, the Made in China movement, which was to modernize industry and increase technology. And it's quite amazing. Within 10 years, it got onto the frontier, in terms of research being done and applications. That goes back to what I was saying before when you asked me, am I excited or am I concerned about what's going on? It's now time to start talking about implementation and diffusion. Are we capable now of diffusing the AI throughout the country and from there in the global economy? Are we increasing the capabilities of the workforce and companies to produce more cleaner products and take away boring work from people so that those remaining at work are enjoying what they're doing, they're more creative?
How do you think the education system should be, reformed to meet this new reality, this new world?
I think the education system needs to be reformed, especially actually, I think, universities. Before we go to universities, if you look at schools and higher education, they need to familiarize people with AI. Do courses on computing, not just computing on how to type a language, how to learn and type a language. AI is very good at that. I mean, a computer language. More overall, the science. What's the science of computing? How much mathematics do you need? How much physics do you need? Learn the basics so you're not scared of it. In Britain, where I'm based, you hear school kids coming out and saying, "Oh no, I don't do maths. I'm scared of maths." This should never ever be said. I haven't heard it being said in China, actually.
Yeah,
So
Chinese people love math.
they love maths. I love maths too. So here's another common thing we have. There you go. So that's necessary. But when you get to university, which is training people for the professions, for the IT profession, but other professions too, accountants, lawyers, even the ones that go into industries that you don't think is being very capitalized, like hospitality and all that. You do need to give deeper training in AI skills. And I don't think you should focus on one skill and concentrate too much. Just give skills that will spread across the spectrum of what we have now so that you prepare people to learn new things. That might require some internship in an AI company. leaving university and spending time at the company. It will need close collaboration between universities and companies.
That's right. And China has really kicking off a new 5-year plan.
Yes.
Spanning 2026 to 2030.
Yes.
What do you think are the key to China's success in the coming 5 years?
The key to success actually is to apply AI. I was going to say correctly, but they're not correcting. There's no correct and incorrect yet. To apply it in a way that is more conducive to economic development and collaboration between the AI technologies and human labor, human capital. That will enhance the capabilities of human capital. It will become more productive. It will improve the well-being of the workforce. And it will generally give you a high-income country with a high level of life and job satisfaction. What more do you need from a country? And it has the capabilities of doing it, but it is a challenge to apply. I don't think that it's very easy. I don't think that you will say, tell your companies to use AI whenever they can, and they use it, and that's the end of the story, because you never know in which direction individual companies will take it.
We're in this world, there's rising fragmentation. The forum here champions, cooperative spirit, but often fractured in reality. Do you think China and UK can forge, or demonstrate that it is still important to have this multilateral and cooperation going forward?
I think they could, but they need. It needs work actually to do it. I think it's absolutely essential that they forge better relations. I agree with all the buzzwords and mottos of the World Economic Forum, so that we do need closer collaboration. Everyone will be better off. There's no doubt about that. As countries, we still have our comparative advantages on what we can do relatively better than other countries, but we can only enjoy even those if we collaborate.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
It's always been a pleasure talking to you.